Dig into skyrocketing home values all across Jackson County. At least that's what your tax assessments say.
People say they will lose their homes. KCTV5 stands for you. Investigative reporter Angie Racona reports on a new class action lawsuit to stop this assessment, but she starts with a homeowner who questions how this assessment was done.
I'm not sure what the city's doing, but they don't act like they really care about the taxpayers.
Christine Taylor Butler says the county should be ashamed of the recent assessment.
I think it's bad. We did new gutters because of all the rain.
Her property value almost doubled. She calls that unfair, inaccurate, and just plain wrong. She's been helping older neighbors navigate the appeals process too.
We have neighbors who are going to lose their house.
What she found is jaw-dropping, but it certainly takes some legwork. Here's why. The county assesses your land and your house individually and then combines them together for an overall bill. You have to log on to the parcel finder and separate out the information. It's a pain, but you can do that. Here's what Butler found. Her friend's lot or land is now valued at $112,000. But check out the rest of the neighborhood. The neighbor behind has the same size lot. It's only $15,300. And a lot that is even bigger is valued at $7,200. And then the rest of the neighborhood, well, it looks like a game of chance. Maybe homeowners got lucky, but others were obviously nailed. Down the street, a bigger lot, $7,000. And then it almost looks like somebody played Yahtzee with the values all over. I mean, how does something like this happen where it's so completely off?
We look at the total parcel, and then we have to divide it into the land and to the improvement. That doesn't mean that our overall value is not correct. There may be an allocation that needs to be corrected between the house and the land, but it does not mean that the overall value is incorrect.
The minute she saw anomalies, she's coming out and saying there was an 18% average increase. The minute she saw anomalies that are 100%, 300%, she should have put on the brakes and done an audit on just those properties, and she didn't do that.
To your admission, there is a mistake here.
Today, the whole mess went before the county legislature, where the assessor defended her work, saying she will investigate mistakes. Our reports were referenced during the meeting. We showed you how million-dollar properties were getting quite the deal in taxes. And we revealed how residential lots were nailed and some commercial lots escaped higher taxes even though they were all the same size.
She's a county assessor. I'm a supporter. I appointed her, and I'm going to stand behind her.
Are you concerned about the quality of the assessment with what you've heard from people?
Well, I mean, assessment is there's no real way to say everything's going to be accurate. You know, you have over 300,000 parcels, and we do the best we can to evaluate each one.
We're not going to stand for it.
Homeowners promise they'll fight out of whack assessments.
And I see you shaking your head.
And vote out politicians if they just stand by and watch them struggle.
The West Side, Ivanhoe, Hyde Park.
All of this mess has caught the attention of attorney Mandy Shell, who's organizing a class action lawsuit to stop this assessment. More than 200 people have already signed up.
I'm asking that they reassess all the properties in Jackson County is what I'm asking for. They've done a horrible job and they're just completely inconsistent and make no sense at all.
She's asking a judge to step in on the following grounds. Equal protection clause. That means all people get equal protection under laws, and that includes tax laws too. The Missouri Constitution also contains a uniformity clause. Snead argues that assessment hikes are completely uneven, and she's looking at the Missouri Civil Rights Act and Fair Housing Act. That's because the neighborhoods hit the hardest are minority groups.
Oldest Mexican-American communities in the city, in the county, in the state.
I agree.
And they're getting ready to remove it.
This is hurting diversity.
Butler and her neighbors plan to sign up.
It's a city at war. It's a county at war with its own residents who have been here for decades. It's replacing us with this new, wealthier model, and I'm crying foul.
Keep sending me everything you find in your neighborhoods. You can email me or you can message me on Facebook or Twitter. Angie Racona, KCTV5 News.